This is about fundamental religious freedom.
The National Council of Canadian Muslims is threatening legal action over a new Quebec law that would require anyone using public services to do so with their faces uncovered, essentially forcing Muslim women to remove their niqabs or burqas.
The state really should have no business in the wardrobes of the nation.
Ihsan Gardi is the executive director at the National Council of Canadian Muslims. He believes Bill 62, passed by the Quebec Liberal government on Wednesday, directly targets Muslim women who choose to wear a niqab or burqa.
Estimates vary about how many Muslim women in Quebec actually wear the niqab, and they're anywhere between 90 and the most I've heard is 300. We're passing laws to basically coerce individuals into how they can dress.
The government says the bill is meant to ensure clear communication, identification and safety. Today, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau weighed in on the issue.
If you want to prevent women from being forced to wear a veil, maybe you don't want to be a society that forces women to not wear a veil.
The mayor of Montreal also shared his feelings on the new law.
Do we want to create a niqab police? Do we want to put all that pressure under the drivers or the librarian or anybody who's providing some services?
Meanwhile, back in the nation's capital, Gardi is worried about the potential consequences of the bill.
What's next? Who's going to be responsible if women in niqab are now, and there's an increase in assaults perhaps against them? Who's going to be responsible for that?
Although Bill 62 is now law, many questions still remain, mainly how will the government implement and enforce it? Questions the government has yet to provide answers for. In Ottawa, Nigel Newlove, City News.